Welcome back to the Bungard Family Farm. If you're new here, my name is Kayla, and we own a 40-acre farm out in the eastern plains of Colorado. Today on our channel, we're going to kind of explain to you our chicken run setup. We purchased one online, and my goodness, that's a story in itself. So stay tuned. We're going to do just like a time lapse of it and a voiceover explaining everything that went wrong and what you should do if you want a chicken run.
So, of course, this didn't start smoothly. When the kit was delivered, it actually just wasn't here. There was no box on the porch, no delivery note, just gone. So, we did what any nosy homesteaders would do. We started just walking the neighborhood and knocking on doors, asking if anyone had seen a huge, awkward box full of metal parts. So, as you can see by the time lapse, we eventually ended up finding our box. Most of the pieces were fine. Some were bent, others had scratches, but it is what it is. That's just farm life. We did contact the manufacturer of it, but they more or less just said as long as no parts are missing, there's nothing they can do. So the next morning, we laid everything out all nicely and basically just started to assemble. Now, if any of you have bought any sort of prefab stuff online, you know that these instructions are ridiculous. There are pieces that are labeled, but they look exactly the same. There are some labels were actually torn off, so we had no idea. There's bolts that all look the same. I'm not going to lie, it was super confusing. And my husband, who is super handy, was also confused at some point. So it is what it is. But the base was really easy to put together. Honestly, this whole very first section that you're watching right now is really not that complicated. We did get stuck right here because this pole ended up being one of the bent poles. So the little notches that slide into one another just had to be completely bent out with a tool. So because there was 15 of the exact same poles, we just swapped it out real quick. And right here, you'll see he has a tool. He's just trying to bend it the other way to try to get it to latch. So that last pole in the very back there. And then we ended up finally getting it to fit after quite a struggle. So little by little, the structure is starting to take shape. We are fighting the wind this whole time. He decided to do this on the coldest freaking day. At least it's not snowing, but there's definitely a storm off in the distance. I'm cold. My daughter's cold. The dogs are honestly probably loving it, but it is what it is. So here's the part where we're putting in the door. Um, Now, how to attach this door was a complete and utter guess. We think we used the right bolts. It worked out in the end, but it was hard to say on the instructions if this was actually the correct way to do it. Obviously, we want the chickens to be as safe and secure as possible, so getting this door straight was really important. We probably spent more time on this door than we did the entire chicken run at this point. I know you're only probably seeing a small part of it, but it did take quite a bit of time, and it was very difficult to keep this level while he was screwing stuff in. I'm sure the wind didn't help. My hands were cold. I'm sure that didn't help. But again, in the end, we got it done. So it is at this moment in time we've realized we put the door frame up on upside down. So this door frame, this pole that he's messing with, has a little teeny tiny latch that apparently was supposed to go the other way. So he just unhooked the latch, re-screwed it in the right way. It was a simple fix, but it was just annoying because we thought we were done, and then we weren't. So now we're picking up the roosting bars, I guess they're called, and this is another issue with it. There were supposed to be holes in the original frame for this pole to go into. That's what he's looking for right now, and there's no holes anywhere. So at this moment in time, we said it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. He's double checking the instructions that make no sense. He's like, yes, there's supposed to be a hole. There's no hole. So we just built the roosting bars as is, and it's just currently laying up against it. So this is our final product. We're really happy with it. It did come with a wrap, so we're going to wrap it all nice and neat in the spring. There's no need to do it now. And overall, the product itself is okay. But we're happy we completed it, and our chickens will be too.